Uh-huh.
Good evening. Thank y'all for tuning in and welcome back. I want to be talking to y'all today about something very important, and that's going to be to create brand evangelism in your business. Now, brand evangelism is going to be like a die-hard customer, like somebody who sleeps outside of your store in a sleeping bag, waiting for the latest phone to come out. That's going to be a brand evangelist. That's going to be a die-hard customer. And in business, we need customers like that because customers like that keep business flowing. They keep business flowing. Now, a brand evangelist not only keeps the business flowing, but they have two key purposes also. A brand evangelist, number one, they actually help keep marketing costs lower because they're going to be the ones who are going to be out pulling their friends and family members into your business because they like everything about you or your business or your products and services. So they are going to be your best marketers because who best to market your products outside of people who've already tried your products and services? They're going to give the best recommendations on your products and services. So they're going to be your actual best marketers. Think about it. Once you can have brand evangelism in your company and you can get people to market for you, your marketing costs that you're currently paying right now in your company are going to go down big time. And then your profit level is going to start skyrocketing because you have more money in the company and stuff like that, opposed to kicking it out as much and spending like for ad revenues and things like that because you have brand evangelists who are going to be like your foot soldiers who are going to be pushing your products and services to everybody who they know. Even if they don't know you, even if they don't know the person, they're still going to push your products and services to them because you've built a strong reputation with that company, with that consumer. And you can't pay for that. You can't buy that. So brand evangelism is something that's very important if you want to keep your business continually flowing. Now, to build brand evangelism is three pieces of the equation to build brand evangelism. The first piece of the equation is to make the customer feel important. That's going to be the first piece of the recipe. The second piece of the recipe is going to be active listening skills. And then the third piece of the recipe is going to be learn how to take what the consumer says and use that to enhance their experience. Now, let me get started on learn how to make the customer feel important. This is very critical here and very crucial because in business, we should be making every single customer feel important, regardless of the amount of money that they spend within your business. So for example, let's just say if you own a convenience store and then you got a customer who comes in and buys a pack of 75-cent Wrigley's bubble gum, okay? And then your team member, the store clerk, may not treat that person who spent 75 cents for the gum the same way how they would treat the lady who just came in and spent $150 on 93 octane for her Lincoln Navigator. So she may get treated a little bit better because she spent a higher tier of money opposed to the person over here who only spent 75 cents for a 5-stick pack of bubble gum and everything. But looks can be deceiving here because you never know who knows who, because in life it's only 6 degrees of separation. So the person who may have perhaps spent 75 cents in your convenience store, they might know Mr. Bill Gates and Miss Oprah Winfrey. You never know who they may know. You never know who they may know. So it's always best to be a brand evangelism by treating everybody who comes in your business equally. If the person spends 75 cents, treat them like $1 million as if you treated the person who just filled her up on the Lincoln Navigator. So always try to treat all your customers the same. And that's going to be the very first way to building brand evangelism. Now, the second piece of the recipe, active listening, is going to come in very handy because if you don't actively listen to what the customer is saying, you're not going to know what the customer is saying. So, for example, I don't mind going to Chick-fil-A and spending $15 for a grilled chicken sandwich because I know when I get to the line, I'm going to tell the lady on the iPad, yes, I want to get a number 15, please, with double fries and extra Polynesian sauce. I know when I get to the register, give my card, get to the second window, get my bag, I can immediately go home. I can go home. immediately. I don't even have to check the bag because I know Chick-fil-A is going to actively listen to what I'm saying. The waitress, she didn't hear what I said. Okay? She actively listened to what I was saying. Now, let's flip the scenario back around. Now, I would not be inclined to waiting in line for 30 minutes and spending $15 at McDonald's. Because when I go to McDonald's and I get a McPick 2, bop, 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 what I do when I give the lady my card, bam, I go to the next window. I get the bag. I don't even leave out the line. I open up the bag. I look at my McPick 2 and make sure it's assembled the way how I requested it. Because I know sometimes Mickey D's may not have a good tendency to actively listen. I'm not knocking McDonald's or nothing like that. I eat that very frequently. But I am saying that Chick-fil-A actively listens because Chick-fil-A is known for actively listening. So I don't mind going to Chick-fil-A 4 times a week like me and my wife do. I don't mind going there spending $25 or $30 per pop every single time that we go to Chick-fil-A. I don't mind that. And even when winter comes around for their peppermint chip milkshake, me and my wife were the first ones in line because they built the brand evangelists out of us because they actively listen and they also know how to make me feel important. So that's the thing. So if you want to be a brand evangelism, those two pieces right here have to be done. And lastly, the learn how to take what the customer says and use it to enhance the experience. And what that right there means is if you have a customer who complains about something, instead of getting mad, instead of fighting with that customer, go ahead and just make that negative into a positive experience. Here's what I mean. Let's say you own an electronics store and you sold a customer a iPhone 1, but they wanted the iPhone 2. Instead of you fighting with the customer, all you would have to do is just be like, "Hey, I'm so sorry about that. Yes, I was a little occupied this morning with a few other things. I'm so sorry. Let me run to the back. Wait right here for me if you don't mind. Let me run to the back. Let me get the correct phone for you. And for this huge headache and inconvenience right here, I'm also going to knock 5% off this transaction for you right here. Again, I deeply apologize about any headache or confusion I may have caused you." See, letting your customer know statements like that, that actually took the negative experience of the consumer thinking they was getting this iPhone, but then the person in the back brought this iPhone now. Now the customer has to wait, has to be inconvenienced. The customer has life. They have their own life going on. So you don't know what that mishap may have slowed them down from doing. So see, that's how you build brand evangelism. You take what the customer said in that negative aspect and you crumble it up and you throw it back at them. And then once they catch it, they'll be like, "Damn, this person actually listens to what I'm saying. This person actually actively listens to me. This person made me feel important. So you know what? From now on now, I'm going to always patronize this electronic store right here." Man, so that's what you want in your business. That's the kind of customers that you want. You want to be a brand evangelist. If you don't be a brand evangelist, your profits will still be high. But I guarantee you, when you have brand evangelism in your company, your profits will skyrocket. And that about wraps it up for today's video.
Uh-huh.